Good morning, folks. Today's video we're going to focus on some very important lines of fishing. Now most of you probably are thought, oh, my favorite fishing line. Yeah, that's one of them. You got a shade line, a color line, and a thermocline. We're going to see if we can go around the lake and find some really good examples of those. So stay tuned. What we have an example of here is kind of a shade line. You'll notice right along in there, shady area, sunny area. Pretty simple. Now bass are going to roam anywhere, but usually in these shade lines next to a little deeper water, and there's not much deeper water back here, that's where you're going to find them kind of just cruising back and forth or hiding over in the shade. One of your other lines in fishing that's very important is the thermocline. There's a buttload of activity right out here, but I'll try to show you this, and I hope you can see it on the camera. Maybe not. See all that nasty stuff right there? See that? It's all down about 15 feet. That's where your thermocline roughly is in this lake. You're not going to have a lot of activity down here. Pull up straight bounce cam. You're not going to have a lot of activity below that 15-foot mark. Not a lot of oxygen down there. So you can eliminate that. You can eliminate anything roughly past 15 feet. You're not going to find a whole lot of fish out there. They're pretty much going to be riding that climb, kind of, so to speak. The ones I've caught's been in 12 to 15 feet of water. I came out here intending to do a video on all these different lines, and now it's got windy and overcast. Hey, we're not at home, right? Let's see what else we can get into. Good one. Little dude. Change colors. Basically, it's green content for the focus. See if we can get another one. Quite a few of them sitting there. Fight lever. That was a good hit. Nailed, and then finally when committed to it. They hit these things so violently, I don't care whose brand of bait you got. They will destroy if they are aggressive. And he was aggressive, so let's see if we can find his friend. This may not be a very good example because I don't have a lot of sunlight, but color line. That's where changes colors. Sun's penetrating down. This drops off into deeper water. You can see the color line. A lot of times fish will cruise. That sun comes back out. That's a spot. I mean, throw into the light and work it back down. But don't give up. Fish it all the way back to the boat. You'd be amazed how many fish are cruising around down in there. You'll be dragging it over their head. Sometimes you'll get hit and you think, oh, they were right up there shallow. No. They charged out of the deep water when they saw it come off the ledge. Keep that in mind. Okay, so let's kind of review your lines of fishing. All lakes are going to have a shade line. Well, even when it's cloudy, going to be a little bit of shade somewhere. Overhangs, you're going to create that little dark spot. All lakes are going to have a color line to some degree. Now, if it's a muddy lake, yeah, the light's going to penetrate down a little way, so you have to judge that. I mean, is it just brown tannic water, or is it just kind of brown greeny water like this, or is it like mud? I mean, common sense. Thermocline. Not all lakes are going to have a thermocline. If it's a lake that's got a lot of current in it, it's probably not going to climb anywhere near the main channel. Now, you go back up some creeks or some coves, I mean, stuff like this here, you may find some area that actually does have a thermocline. And what that thermocline is where cooler water's down here, probably ain't got any oxygen in it. There's a line where it mixes, almost like brackish water when salt water and seawater. That's what I was showing you on the down imaging. Just that fuzzy line. You may have to monkey with your sensitivity up, down a little bit so you can see that. But when you see that, that's what that is. It's not a glitch, it's not a school of bait, it's not some sort of weird whatever. And you'll notice you don't see any fish targets down below it. They'll ride in that climb, just back and forth in that little fuzzy area. You can eliminate the deeper water. If it's super hot, like your surface temperature, what's the surface temperature here today? Oh God, it says 80, let's see if we can see that, 87. Yeah. Those fish will get stressed in, water like that. Predominantly all the big targets, I came back in here, I'm not fishing it in this shallow water because there's nothing going on back here except a bunch of little bait fish and stuff piddling around. You'll probably see them jumping behind me. But there's not a lot going on in here. All the targets and the fish are out in the big part of the lake, and they're all running between 12 and 15 feet deep for the most part. Now, they're running up on some flats, chasing bait. It's not like locked in solid that they're only going to be there. But you can eliminate all the deeper water, start hunting spots that are ledges, humps, drop-offs, old road beds, old dam sites where there's rock and stuff going roughly in that range. You'll start finding fish. If the sun's up, hit the shady spots, throw a worm, some sort of lure up in there. You're going to get attacked by the brim. Hey, deal with it. They're going to nail it. I mean, you just throw something in their living room, I'd be ticked off too. But the fact of the matter is, you got fish jumping. I don't know what that is up there. There's a bunch of geese out here, mama geese and baby geese. There's a deer just went across there. Got your shade line, color line, thermocline if applicable. And don't forget your fishing line. And you use whatever kind of fishing line you want. People argue about that all day. Yeah, I mean, fish what you can afford and what works for you. You don't have to have the most expensive fishing line. You don't have to have the most expensive equipment out there to go out and enjoy a good day of fishing. Hope this helps somebody out. If you didn't know about a thermocline, there's a lot more videos out there that probably explain it better than me. Check into it, study on that. That helps you eliminate a whole section of water. But hope it helps somebody out. Have a great day. Get off the couch, get your butt on the water.